and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Greetings, everyone. You've got it live on Tuesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, we'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Brooklyn Nets. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. You look at Cleveland, advantage in one series. And, of course, there's the Nets. Right now, quite a ways down below.
Checking out Cleveland. They've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
A resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Nicholas Claxton. Thomas is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Trendon Watford. And it's Johnson in at the three, the small forward. And for the Cavaliers, Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Garland in at the point guard. Doris, here we are into the home stretch of this terrific season.
And Kevin, we can all feel the playoffs, which in and of itself is so exciting. But what I love about the current structure of the league is this final stretch, there is always so much in play, and that elevates the intensity. It is a special time of year. But catch and shoot is exactly what you're looking for. Cam Johnson, one of the best shooters in the league.
Pass to Mitchell. Allen, a screen on Thomas. Wound up there for Allen. Stolen by Thomas. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. Also with a wide open look. Offline with his three. Russell against Garland. Mitchell outside. It's Strus on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Mobley sets the pick for Strus. Over Johnson. Brooklyn with the rebound. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Jared Allen, a rim protector at its finest. What a block.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. From beyond the arc and then some.
You have to have patience in the screen and roll. Cam Thomas letting that play develop naturally.
Garland the pass to Mobley. Pass to Strus. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Watford, that one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet.
Well, that's something his coaches would like to see more of from Cam Thomas, making plays for others.
Mobley a screen on Thomas. Mitchell finds Garland. Back to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Over Thomas. And Mitchell gets it to go.
Wow, splash it in from the mid-range, Donovan. What a pretty shot.
Nets leading by 3. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Thomas's shot is off.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Mitchell wide open. It's hauled in by Claxton.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
To the middle and stolen by Mobley. Now, here's Strus. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Mitchell finds Mobley. Garland with it, launches it. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
A wide open shot from Strus. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. And that ties it up.
This is why Strus is on the floor. His ability to spread you out from deep.
Pass to Watford. Now Thomas takes the three. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
I see him. Shot.
Mobley looking it over. Back to Garland. 5 to shoot. And here's Strus for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Outside, Russell. Plays it up off the glass.
I'll tell you, it's hard to shake his concentration when D'Angelo Russell is this close to the cup. How about that tough shot?
Pass to Strus. 18 feet out. Kept alive.
Boy, Jared Allen, what an effective use of that pump fake. Nicely done.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the evening.
At the line for your Cavaliers with 2 shots, Jared Allen.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good, Allen.
How about Jared Allen showing unequivocally he is an all-star caliber big man? Boy, with his size and athleticism and length, he has proven he can make an impact on both ends.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Thomas. Good D by Mitchell.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Allen, that's good.
Well, he may be a top scorer, guys, but Donovan Mitchell is not selfish. What a pretty pass.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 1. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He's ready to talk things through with the team. A different look now for Cleveland. Hunter's checked in for Mobley. And it's Ty Jerome in for Mitchell.
Get there.
Here's Thomas. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. DB thinking about Cam Thomas. When he gets on a roll, he is tough to stop.
Kevin, he reminds me a little bit of the microwave Vinnie Johnson back in the days of Detroit. When this guy is hot, get out of his way and let him do his thing.
Free throw good, Thomas. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft. GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Garland against Russell. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Pass to Watford. Back to Russell. Claxton sets the screen for Russell. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Now, here's Garland. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
Johnson against Strus. Outside Russell from past the arc. Jared Allen grabs the miss. For the Nets, they come into this one following a loss to the Lakers. Garland the pass to Allen. Hunter with it. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Nicholas Claxton.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
And he knocks down the first one.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
Okoro's checked in for Cleveland. And both free throws good for Hunter. It's the Nets now. They trail by 1. Russell looking around. Claxton a screen on Garland. In the corner, it's Watford. Sinks the three-pointer. Watford's got 5.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
Russell against Garland. Pass to Hunter. Here's the 3. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now, here is Russell. 14 points from him the last game against the Lakers.
And slick dish there in the pick and roll. Russell showing his elite feel for the game.
Garland against Russell. Garland the pass to Hunter. Pass to Jerome. Buries it down low. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Now, here's Thomas. And there's the call on Ty Jerome. That's foul number 2 for him. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Williams with the ball. Guarded now by Okoro. The shot by Wilson, no good. Cavaliers have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Now, here's Okoro. He's guarded by Williams. Just 5 to shoot. From the high post. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And now it's a 3-point Cavalier lead. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. The Cavaliers, number 1.
Are just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Mobley, he's checked in for Cleveland. Mitchell comes in for Garland. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
And now we get a chance to check in on Evan Mobley. His last 10 games have been exceptional, putting up about 18 points per, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Here's Melton. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Nice form on the 20-footer. Here's Jerome. They lead by 1. Pass to Mitchell. And here is Hunter. Back to Mitchell. Williams with the steal. And now here comes Williams leading the break over Mitchell. Now Williams. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Clowney. Covered by Hunter. 4 on the shot clock. Williams for 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
The drive by Mitchell. Here is Mobley, and Cleveland with another turnover here.
And now we get a chance to check out Donovan Mitchell. Since the break, he's been simply stellar. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And what he's doing right now, carving up defensive schemes at will, second best scorer in the league. It's just a marvelous thing to watch and appreciate. Melton sets a screen for Williams. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Cavaliers trailing. Here's Jerome. He averages about 5 points a game. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far. Outside Wilson. On the wing, Melton. They set the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Wilson. Another one falls for Brooklyn. There's 1:17 left here in the opening quarter. Now Mitchell. He's coming off a 28-point game against Milwaukee. Mobley, a screen on Williams. Holds it up there for Mobley. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Wow, that is some big-time airtime by Evan Mobley. My goodness.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. To the wing on the left. Outside Wilson. Sharp finds Melton. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Well, the Cavaliers shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They are sticking to the campaign. Williams with the steal. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Stolen by Mitchell. Driving the lane. Pass to Jerome. Mitchell with the bounce pass. Here's Mobley. He's guarded by Williams. And Mobley the bucket on the assist by Hunter. Mobley's got the game tied up here for the Cavs. Melton with the ball. puts up a deep three. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. It's a tie game here in Cleveland. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. So for Brooklyn now, we've got D'Angelo Russell. Upford out there with Johnson. Then there's Cam Thomas. And it's Claxton in at the 5. Home in the paint. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 43% from the floor. Pass to Watford from the arc. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And here is Mitchell. Merrill with the ball. Now, here's Mitchell. This one for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Mitchell's got 5. Greg, we know about the Eurostep, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Right wing. Here's Merrill. He's guarded by Thomas. Back to Merrill. Pass to Wade. Lock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Thomas. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. He has 7.
When Cam Thomas finds a look, folks, he is going to attack.
Mobley, a screen on Russell. Mitchell passes to Mobley. Tries again, and the layup is up and in. Mobley's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Here's Russell. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Nets lead by 2.
You have the sense that D'Angelo Russell likes to play through contact. This is a tough-minded player.
Pass to Merrill. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's Isaac Okoro with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Max Strus is checked in for Okoro. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Mitchell. 5 points in the game. Going inside. He gets that one. Mitchell's got it all tied up now for Cleveland.
Well, Donovan Mitchell off the bounce, able to put pressure on that dribble drive. That is a nice-looking move.
Russell against Mitchell. Claxton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Mobley.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Nets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, They're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
He's off on the first.
The first thing that strikes you as a player with Nick Claxton is how easily this guy gets off the floor. Vertical threat on the offensive end and an excellent rim protector on the defensive end.
He doesn't get the second one. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Russell. Strus passes to Merrill. Now Mitchell. And the rejection by Claxton. Here's Thomas. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Thomas got 4 this quarter.
Boy, that is so tough, folks. Cam Thomas, how dangerous is he pulling up into that jump shot?
Mitchell outside. Wade a screen on Russell. Mitchell kicks to Wade. 4 on the clock. Russell against Mitchell. Rebounded by the Nets. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
You have got to be a low mistake team in today's NBA because once those turnovers start piling up, you're giving your opponent too many extra looks.
The shot by Wade, wide open. It's good from long range.
Evan Mobley might be a big man, but boy, how about the touch on that pass right there?
Thomas passes to Russell. Back to Thomas. Fires the 3. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Merrill. Back to Mobley. Here's Strus. Wade for 3. Johnson with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Now, here is Russell. Lets it go from deep. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
In catch-and-shoot situations, you've got to be balanced and in control. Mr. Russell, well done.
And you talk about complementary pieces, Doris. Cam Johnson could fit on any team in the NBA.
And that is because, Kevin, he has got one of the most valuable skills in the game today. That's range shooting. He's got size and a quick release, and he just continues to grow on the defensive end.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here's Johnson. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy as a playmaker was a driving force for that offense.
Russell, no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Mobley. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
And now let's take a look at the stats for Thomas. He's been on a tremendous roll since the All-Star break. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Even if you key in on him all game, he still finds a way to get his number.
Right, the skill, the awareness, the physical ability, it's all there. And that's what makes this guy so hard to check.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Allen's checked in for Mobley. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Dean Wade. Jerome, he's checked in for Sam Merrill. And it's Garland in for Mitchell. And the Nets also making a change. Wilson, he's checked in for Trendon Watford. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Pass to Hunter. Back to Garland. Just 5 on the clock. Over Russell. Garland with the bucket. Garland's got 8 points.
Well, the point guard IQ of Darius Garland. In pick and roll, you've got to be able to make great decisions, and he does.
Back to Russell. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
Another thing they're doing right out of the gates tonight, applying a ton of defensive pressure.
Now, Garland. 8 points for him. Pass to Strus. And here is Hunter. Takes a 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Russell dishes to Johnson. Garland with the rebound.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Hunter on the wing, covered by Watford. Jerome, no good. The Nets have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Watford, that's good.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Now, here's Garland. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Allen with the screen for Hunter. And the rejection by Claxton. Here's Johnson. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Allen, a screen on Russell. There's Garland. And a little off that time, but it drops. Garland's got the game tied up here for the Cavs. Outside Thomas. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists tonight.
When Cam Thomas gets going, folks, he can get as hot as anyone in this league.
Garland against Russell. Garland, the pass to Allen. And slam dunk by Allen.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Pass to Claxton. Johnson with it. Defended by Strus. Thomas, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Garland kicks to Allen, and Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Johnson. Strus a screen on Johnson. 5 on the clock. Jerome passes to Garland. Allen with the ball. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. 1:56 left to play here in the half.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Garland with it. He's got 10. Down low. Allen's shot is off.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Williams, that's good.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
And so it's Cleveland with it, following the bucket by the Nets. From about 19 feet, Clowney pulls it in.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Nets.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mobley, he's checked in for Allen. Okoro comes in for Max Strus. And it's Mitchell in for Ty Jerome. So he picks up just one from the line that time.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Mobley finds Mitchell. Back to Mobley. Outside Garland. Jacks up a three. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Big night for Darius Garland. He's been a headache for the defense.
Pass to Melton. Shoots the 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Melton's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Nets. It's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. Up next for him, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. And that one's good, Mitchell.
This is what makes him so dangerous. He's not just a shooter. Donovan Mitchell, adept at scoring in the paint.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Launches a 3. That one misses. D'Angelo Russell getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game here, guys, from Darius Garland.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
At the forward spot, it's Strus and Mobley. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Allen in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. Thomas, that's good.
Okay, Cam Thomas, showing off the handles. Look out.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Mitchell dishes to Garland. Allen outside. Pass to Mitchell. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
There's a level of tenacity by Donovan Mitchell on the interior there. Wow, what a finish.
Now Watford. Johnson with it. Shoots over Strus. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Johnson's got the lead up to 6 now for Brooklyn. Thomas against Mitchell. Mobley outside. Just 5 to shoot. The drive by Mitchell. Over Thomas. Here's Allen. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nice job drawing the contact on that move. Jared Allen, very difficult to contain because of his length.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
And the first one at the line is good. Both good from the line that time. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Outside Thomas. And it's sent back by Allen.
Well, Allen has been blocking shots and denying posters his entire career.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. They lead by 4.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Here's Mobley. Strus trying to break loose. And there's Mobley, and that's good on the assist by Garland. Garland's got 4 assists now tonight. Garland against Russell. Pass to Johnson. Claxton sets the screen for Johnson. A putback. It's good on the putback. And the Nets lead by 4.
What a nice response by Claxton. Knew exactly where it was coming off and sends it in.
And here is Garland. 13 points in the game. And Cameron Thomas picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Allen, a screen on Russell. 6 to shoot. There's Garland, and again it's Cleveland.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team. We have a moment to see the best free throw shooting teams in the NBA. The Cavaliers, number 1.
You can't be careless when you play them. I mean, no wasted opportunities at the line. It's a team effort, and they're getting it done.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. To Watford. Mobley with the block.
That's a big-time send back by Evan Mobley. That length is real, folks. Look out.
Johnson, the pass to Thomas. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. 5 to shoot. Blocked again. Mitchell outside. The wide open look here for Garland. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Garland's got 5 points now this quarter.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Johnson outside. Fires for 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Strus finds Mobley over Russell. Got that one for Mobley. And now a 3-point Cleveland lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The shot by Watford, no good.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Pass to Strus. Cleveland gets it back, and Allen slams it in.
Yeah, that's the big man lingering around the hoop. Jared Allen smartly gets the bucket on the follow.
Nets trail by 5. Now, here is Russell. 12 points for him. They need this. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. He's getting around 16 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
Here's Russell. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Cavaliers leading. Here's Strus. He's got 6. Pass to Mobley. Rebound, Brooklyn. Blackbird's got his 5th rebound in this one. For the tie. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Well, that's the ball handling skills of D'Angelo Russell on display. How crafty at finding ways to score.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. A different look now for Cleveland. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Mobley. And it's Ty Jerome in for Mitchell. Wilson, he's checked in for the Nets. It's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers. Pass to Strus. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 5 assists in the game. Russell passes to Wilson. Russell against Garland. To the paint. Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
Well, Claxton could have an apartment up near the rim. These dunk attempts are routine.
Russell against Garland. Pass to Strus. Screen by Allen. Strus kicks to Hunter. And the 3 off target. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Wilson. Johnson with it. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Thomas's shot is off.
And guys, this has got to be more of a team effort. Right now, he's playing all for himself.
Strus finds Garland. Fires from 18. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Garland's got 20 points.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Here's Wilson, and it's sent back by Allen. Here's Hunter. That one goes. Count it. Hunter's got the lead up to 5 now for the Cavs.
Solid in transition. Hunter's eyes light up when he gets a chance to finish one of those off.
A 3 from Thomas. Hunter grabs the miss. Hunter's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Pass to Garland. Over Wilson. Garland, no good. That's trailed by 5. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it.
Now let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Jared Allen. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And you're right. He's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Okoro's checked in. And a new group in for the Nets. He's checked in. Williams comes in for Johnson. Johnson, he's checked in for Thomas. And it's D'Anthony Melton in for Russell. It's stolen by Johnson. On the wing, Williams. The three. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet. Williams has got his third basket of the night.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Pass to Jerome. Hunter against Wilson. Hunter, the pass to Garland. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Garland's got the lead back up to 5 now for the Cavs. Garland against Melton. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game for the Cavaliers. Mobley, he's checked in for Jared Allen. And it's Mitchell in for Garland.
Donovan Mitchell.
To the right side. Outside Wilson. Pass to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Beyond the arc. Cavaliers with the rebound. Mitchell's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Mobley right side. Mitchell looking it over. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
This is Donovan Mitchell in his toolbox, right? Uses the shot fake, gets that defender to bite. Nicely done.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
That free throw missing.
In the NBA, there is a high need for relentless scoring and skill to match that scoring. That is Donovan Mitchell.
And the second free throw, good.
What you love about Donovan Mitchell is he's already proven that in the playoffs he is willing to be a go-to scorer. He's committed to improving his game. He's got to continue to work at the defensive end of the floor. Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Mitchell passes to Jerome. There's 1:54 left here in the third quarter. It's Mobley, top of the key. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Mitchell's got the lead up to 7 now for the Cavs.
From three-point range, Donovan Mitchell attacks with reckless abandon. He'll just keep firing, folks.
Tries from 10. And he can't bank that one in.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
It's good. And now it's a 9-point Cleveland lead.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Melton, no good. And the Cavaliers with possession. They're on a 16-7 run. The try by Mitchell. Mobley misses.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no cover.
Here's Melton. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Melton's got 8.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Jerome passes to Mobley. Here's Hunter. A kick out to Mobley. It balls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Now, here's Melton. He's guarded closely for 3. And Okoro pulls it down. Mitchell outside. What a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
and give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And so it's Cleveland. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Cavaliers leading by 11. On the court for the Nets, getting the 4th quarter going. Thomas is out there with Russell. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Watford in at the 4 spot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
When Donovan Mitchell is this close to the cup, the defender has got to feel a bit uneasy.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
I think the other thing they've done exceptionally well tonight is shoot the mid-range and take advantage of those opportunities. Anytime they're given a look, they have delivered.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And Mitchell drops them both.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Russell dishes to Johnson. Screened by Russell. Johnson, the pass to Watford. Paxton a screen on Mitchell. And stolen by Mobley. Now, Okoro in the corner. It's Hunter. Mitchell outside. To the inside. Here's Mobley. And the rejection by Claxton. Just 4 to shoot. For 3, Mitchell. The rebound by Johnson. Nets trail by 13. And there's the call on Ty Jerome. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Thomas deciding where to go with it. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Russell. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Russell's got 19 points.
And this is what D'Angelo Russell does out here, right? He's a dynamic scorer who doesn't lack for confidence.
Okoro kicks to Hunter. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, for Cam Thomas, obviously, the whole conversation about why he's in the league is his scoring ability. And I think the next step for him, he's got to start to be able to play make for his teammates.
Free throw good, Thomas. Wade, he's checked in for Cleveland. Sam Merrill comes in for Jerome. And both free throws good for Thomas. Mitchell with it. next quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Okoro. Wade sets the pick for Okoro. Brooklyn with the rebound. And here's Russell. Now Claxton, and the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And it's in there.
You love how quickly Cam Thomas makes decisions on the offensive end, particularly if he's going to make a jump shot.
Now, here's Mitchell. Eight on the wing. There's the three. The Cavaliers again can't hit. On the wing, Johnson, covered by Mobley. And the shot is good from Johnson.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. Reporter David Aldridge.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. Now he wants his team to stop playing it safe. He said, we've got this lead by doing what we do, and we can keep it if we don't get too cautious. Play our game. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Merrill. Pass to Mitchell. Now, here's Okoro. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got 6 assists here tonight.
You love how hard Okoro works for his team and makes himself right there a good option in the catch-and-shoot game.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Pass to Merrill. Now, Okoro. Out to Wade. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Here's Russell on the wing. Johnson. Three-pointer. And he's good on the three ball.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. Leading by 5. Pass to Wade. Back to Mitchell. Over Russell. 6 to shoot. Mobley the pass to Merrill. Nailed from three-point land. Merrill's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. It's Thomas on the wing. He's defended by Merrill. Thomas, that's good.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Merrill. He's guarded by Thomas. Mitchell kicks to Okoro. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Johnson. It's Thomas on the wing. Inside. That shot, no good. Cleveland leading by 6. Here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
Oh, my goodness, the size and athleticism of Evan Mobley. What a sight to behold.
Now Russell. Tipped away. Stolen by Mitchell. All alone. And then Mitchell hit the dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. let's get refocused and play with more patience.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Mobley dishes to Mitchell. Wade passes to Merrill. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Mitchell's got 24 points.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Russell against Mitchell. Braxton a screen on Mitchell. And that one's good. Russell.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Big group substitution here for Cleveland. Jared Allen's checked in for Evan Mobley. Max Strus comes in for Okoro. Jerome, he's checked in for Sam Merrill. And it's Garland in for Mitchell. Cleveland leading by 10. Garland with it. Pass to Strus. High post down. Here's Jerome. Clock at 4. Garland, that's for 2. And the shot no good, a bit short. Nets trail by 10. Thomas kicks to Russell. Watford with it. And he lays it straight in.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Here's Jerome. Wade a screen on Thomas. Strus in the corner. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Russell. Got a piece of it. Back to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot's good from Claxton.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Cleveland leading by 6. And here is Garland. To the wing right side. Jerome. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Brooklyn's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And there's the call on Ty Jerome. That's his 4th foul of the contest. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And the Nets also making a change. DeAnthony Melton, he's checked in for Cameron Thomas. Russell kicks to Melton. Claxton sets the screen for Melton. Great look, but off the mark.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Hunter.
And Allen is a problem from right there. This guy's so good at using his body and his touch.
Outside, Russell. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Hunter's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Garland. Back to Hunter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
And there, just through activity, Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense.
2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And
one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Mobley comes in for Max Strus. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Ty Jerome. And both free throws good for Hunter.
And this team will make you pay when they get chances at the free throw line. It's helped them pull
Timeout.
here today.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Here's Russell. Banked in off the glass. Russell's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, to me, this is where D'Angelo Russell distinguishes himself. He understands that when he can score it, he's going to be aggressive.
Outside Garland. Pass to Mitchell. Mobley, a screen on Melton. Three-pointer. And it's Melton with the rebound. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Now here's Johnson. Covered by Hunter. Johnson dishes to Russell. Clock at 6. The tray. Johnson can't hit. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Claxton against Garland. Mitchell. And a miss there on the triple.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Melton, no good. Cleveland leading by 8. Allen, a screen on Melton. Mitchell passes to Allen. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 7th assist in the game. 1:15 left here in the fourth quarter. Russell inside, guarded by Garland. And that one's good. Russell.
This guy, an effortless scorer. Outside, inside, in between. Dynamic scorer is D'Angelo Russell.
Mobley kicks to Garland. Pass to Allen. And here is Hunter. Just 5 on the clock. Over Johnson. At the elbow, Hunter. There's the steal. From outside the arc. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
And an intentional foul right there. And he commits the intentional foul.
D'Angelo Russell, his 4th team foul. At the line for Cleveland, Darius Garland, taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, you want to continue to build the lead, so a very productive trip to the line right there.
Timeout called the Nets. They're trailing by 7. 30 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Johnson finds Claxton. Money!
Oh, tremendous pass from Cam Johnson there. Nice work.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
At the line for Cleveland, Darius Garland, taking 2 shots.
That's the first. That increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 7-point game.
Well, Darius Garland is relatively new to this league, folks, but one thing we know unequivocally, he is so skilled offensively.
Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
We see the Cavaliers get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olmers, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. And now we present the player of the game, Donovan Mitchell.